All right, guys, help me fix this motorcycle. I know it's usually the other way around, right? You tune into channels like this to learn how to do stuff, and this time around, I'm reaching out to you guys because I know somewhere out there in viewer land, there's somebody who's come across this problem and developed a backyard fix for it. Now, before I go any further, before I say anything else, because I already see it in the comments, yes, I already know all of the correct procedures, every step that needs to be taken to fix this correctly. I know all about it. But there's got to be more to it than that. Looking at this thing, looking it over, and the design and what needs to be accomplished, I know there has to be another way. And I'm going to leave it up to you guys to tell me what it is. So, well, I've already got a couple of ideas of my own, but I want to see yours. So before I go any further with the mechanic part of this, I'll just give you a quick rundown on the bike and kind of why I want to do this. So it's an 04 1200 custom, and I've actually got the twin to this bike in black at my house, and it's like my comfy long distance bike. These the 04 through 06 Sportsters are rubber mount and still carbureted. So I mean, it's like the best of both worlds as far as that goes. Not my typical taste in Sportsters. I like my stuff, stripped down and rude, tight little bikes. And these things, the 04 and newer customs, they're a little bit larger, they're a little bit, well, I'm going to do a whole buyer's guide, spotter's guide on Sportsters, the differences in different generations and all of that, but not now. I'll do that another time. So I picked this up as a parts bike, part of a package deal. And I looked it over and I said, yeah, I'll triple my money on this thing. It's clean, it's really nice. It's got the smooth profile, tubeless spoke wheels, front and back, which is something you never see on a Sportster. That's just classy, right? The tin's nice, the seat is nice, the tank, these customs have a 4.2 gallon tank instead of the usual peanut tank. It's got the the chrome doodads on it. It's like, well, I'll tell you what, it's just freaking opulent is what it is. It's a nice bike. And I was like, you know what? I want to try to save this. I've already got one like it, but I want to try to save this. It's just a good bike to have around. So here's what happened with it. And this is like a common flaw. It's like a common catastrophic failure for Sportster engines. And what happens is you run it dry for a little while. Okay, you either run it out of oil or there's an oil pump failure. I have an example of that right here. And what happens is the cams grab onto the cam bushing and spin it in the case. The cam bushing has got to be pressed into the case and it can't move. They're oiled by splash. So any amount of time that this thing runs dry, the cam will grab the bushing and just spin the bushing in the case. Now, in a worst case situation, if you don't catch it and you keep riding it, the bushing will eat its way down into the case, the hole becomes oblong, and then you throw the case away. If you catch it early, then, and here's the correct way to fix this, what you do is you pull the engine out, you split the cases, you get it to a machine shop. First you find a machine shop that'll work on this. You get it to a machine shop. The machine shop bores the cam hole bigger in the case, installs an oversized bushing, reams it, and that's it. But that's a lot of work, and it's a lot of trouble, and it's a lot of expense for a bike that you can generally pick up on Marketplace in this condition for like $2,500, $3,000. A little bit more, a little bit less, depending on where you're at. But either way, that's a ton of work and a lot of expense for something like this. So not only do I know the correct way to fix this bike, but I also have another engine that I could just drop in it. But where's the sport in that? Where's the sport in that? I want to come up with a fix. I want to come up with a hack. And I've already got a couple of ideas of my own. But I want to come up with a fix where if it's not too far gone, the way this one isn't too far gone, it can be done in the bike without bringing it to a machine shop or anything like that. So I'll show you what we're up against, and then you guys do some brainstorming, huh? Okay. So this is the cam case. And by the way, I've got everything. I've got the whole top end of this engine. It came with it. So no problem putting this back together again with the stuff that we've already got. But here's the cam case, okay? And you see here is where the bushings go, right? And here, actually, here's one of the bushings in place. This one, these three spun, and this one didn't. This one stayed put, so that's in there. That's still in there good and tight. And this is what a bushing looks like, okay? And the bushing fits in here like so. But it's pressed in. It's supposed to be pressed in from the factory. But here you can see I could just slide this one in and out. And you can see, if you look at the bottoms of the holes, none of them are worn, you know, like the bushing didn't dig into the case at all. So they're loose, they're too loose to hold the bushing in a press fit the way it's supposed to, but they're not all worn out so that the bushing will sit in there cocked or cattywampus. The bushing still has like a slide fit, right? In other words, like once it's buried all the way in there, it doesn't really want to move around very much. So I have faith that we will be able to come up with something that doesn't include machining that'll keep those bushings in place, keep it from spinning. Now, this one over here, like I said, this is a common problem when it comes to catastrophic failure. This one here has a seized oil pump, and here we got the same thing. These holes are all opened up. This one is damaged. You can see down here, I guess heat got to it or whatever. So this case is junk. We're not gonna be able to do anything with this case other than use it for experimenting. So what I'm gonna do is take this back to the shop, and we're gonna experiment with this one. We have 4 chances. We're gonna try whatever methods you guys come up with to fit a bushing into that case. Remember now, without pulling the motor out of the bike, right? We want to be able to do this in the bike, but we'll use this spare case I have, this junk case that I have, as a experiment, right? We'll try 4 different methods. If 4 different methods pop up, and see what works, as well as ways to test it. Because once we've got it in place, we want to make sure that it stays there. So that's where you guys come in. Throw your ideas in. If you've already come across something like this and you've come up with a backyard fix for it, throw it at us, right? If you just look at this and say, well, maybe if we tried this, maybe if we tried that. So once again, I'll show you what we got. This is what the holes look like. Okay, it's actually a pretty bad design overall, because you see how thin the aluminum is here, and it's thin for a little bit more than 1/3, let's say, of the overall depth of the hole. So when this case warms up, the outside of this isn't really grabbing that bushing. It's really just the inside part that's grabbing the bushing. So it's kind of fragile to begin with. But that's what that looks like. And here's one of the seized bushings from the cam on that engine. So I'll order 4 new bushings, and like I said, I'm going to try whatever you guys throw at me, and we'll see what actually works. Let's invent a new hack for Harley Davidsons. It's hard to believe something like that doesn't exist. You would think there would be page after page. You go searching for this on the internet, and you'd think there'd be page after page of do this, do that, do the other thing. There's nothing. It's like the forbidden topic. Nobody talks about it, other than the correct way to fix it. And I'm not going to go through all the trouble of fixing this thing the correct way. I'll just throw another motor in it. But hit me with your best shot. I'll keep watching the comments, and we'll try the top 4 experiments. We'll try on this junk case and see what happens. All right, that's it. Hit me with your best shot, and I'll see you tomorrow.